As you can see, it's a real remote area.
It's difficult to get to.
Very difficult.
Inside America has investigated several apparent satanic ceremonial sites around the country, finding symbols used in ritual ceremonies.
There's a sentence or two words written right here in satanic alphabet. We've been unable to decipher it.
But these crimson traces are only the beginning of a trail leading some teens from the realm of self-styled Satanism to a much more sophisticated, a much more horrific level of Satanism. The criminal level, involving organized crime, human sacrifices, ritual child abuse.
And then we've got what appears to be some blood or tissue still on the rock right here.
Yeah, it is tissue, too.
Kim Albright, a producer and photographer for the ABC affiliate in Huntsville, Alabama, has spent considerable time investigating and following the grisly trail of occult-related crimes. He works closely with law enforcement agents and former Satanists. Kim agreed to take Inside America to sites known to be active, where group members are allegedly from the upper echelons of society, professionals, educators, politicians.
These people are involved in some of the higher levels of satanic ritual, satanic worship.
Right, that's where a lot of your human sacrifices take place.
The danger involved in investigating these sites is obvious.
And you stumbling into it before you realize it, and them taking a shot at you.
Our two crew members each paired off with Kim and me, backing up one another, armed with guns.
There has been some fairly recent activity, judging from the way these fires look. Stay as inconspicuous as possible. If we suspect anything when we get a little closer, we'll ease on off into the woods.
That night, probably fortunate for us, we found no activity, unlike other nights when Kim did find ceremonies in progress.
So what was the sound that you heard when you were...
Well, my mind was, I was scared. My adrenaline was going. It may have been chanting, but it sounded to me like screaming, painful screaming.
Really? Now, how do you know they caught you? Did they actually chase you? Did you have someone chasing you down, for sure?
Yeah, I had 3 or 4 people after me.
Really? And what do you suppose would have happened if they would have caught you?
I don't like to think about that.
Since that time, Kim has had threats on his life. And as bizarre as it seems, it was exactly in isolated areas like this, at night, that this woman witnessed and participated in many, many ritual human sacrifices.
I've heard some graphic descriptions, and it was so graphic, it seemed unbelievable, incredible.
Exactly. If you make something so horrendous that the normal, average, everyday human can't bear to look at it, then you have protected yourself to a great deal.
A Satanist for 21 years, she says the higher level of organized Satanism continually recruits young people to serve its purposes. She was recruited at age 14.
In the recruitment, your limits were pushed just a little more than what you would do normally, until you get to the point that you are doing things that you never would have thought you were doing at the beginning and considering them perfectly normal.
Like what?
Killing animals, eating them.
Within a period of 4 to 5 years, this young woman advanced from dabbling on the fringe to crime within the inner circle, bookmaking, drug running, prostitution.
At some point, you have been involved enough in illegal activities. You have given an oath to Satan, and you are convinced, without a doubt in your mind, there's no hope for you, that there's no way out other than death. Your will can be broken to the point that you'll do anything.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, you think that Satanism is just sort of a bizarre fringe and it's kind of laughable. Don't you believe it? It's all over the country. One of those pieces we showed you was at a little town right near the town where Billy Graham was born. We're talking about the, quote, buckle of the Bible Belt. We're talking about areas that have had, quote, fundamental religion, evangelical religion, Baptist religion for decades. And all over the country. It's not just New York, Los Angeles, or Chicago. It's all over the country.